shadows of the Force. The stars over Coruscant flickered like distant beacons, their cold light struggling to pierce the darkness of the sprawling metropolis below. Jaren Aros, a young assassin, sat cross-legged in his quarters at the assassin's hideout, staring at the flickering hologram in front of him. It displayed a robed figure, their voice modulated and untraceable, a Templar agent. "The target is Lord Varon Khall, Sith Empire royalty," the voice said, devoid of emotion. "He holds an artifact, ancient ISU in origin. The Templars want it. The assassins want it destroyed. You must retrieve it and eliminate Khall before he delivers it to the Sith leadership." The hologram blinked off, leaving Jaren alone in the dimly lit room. His fingers lightly brushed the hilt of his hidden blade. This wasn't his first mission, but it was by far the most dangerous. Sith nobility were rarely without their guards, and Khall's influence extended deeply into the dark side of the Force. But it wasn't just the Sith or the Templars that troubled Jaren. It was the relic. The ISU artifacts were legendary in assassin lore, artifacts capable of controlling minds, bending time, and even warping reality itself. The thought of such power falling into the wrong hands chilled him. He stood, stretching his limbs. He had only a few hours before he'd have to infiltrate Dromund Kaas, the heart of the Sith Empire. It was no easy task, but the mission was non-negotiable. The assassins had been tracking the relic for years, and now, finally, they had a chance to strike. A knock at the door broke his meditation. "It's time," a fellow assassin said, slipping a data chip under the door. Jaren picked it up, inserting it into his wrist communicator. A holographic map of the Sith palace on Dromund Kaas flickered to life. He studied it carefully. Entry points, guard rotations, possible escape routes. The target's chambers were heavily guarded, but there was a window of vulnerability during the evening banquet. It was his only chance. With a final glance at the skyline, Jaren grabbed his black hooded cloak and slipped it over his head. The weight of the mission pressed down on him, but his resolve remained firm. This was the moment he'd been trained for. Lord Varon Khall. Meanwhile, in the opulent halls of his palace on Dromund Kaas, Lord Varon Khall lounged in a grand chamber adorned with dark tapestries and shimmering lights. The air was thick with the scent of incense, casting a hypnotic haze over the lavish gathering of Sith nobles and dignitaries. As he sipped from a goblet filled with crimson liquid, Khall's piercing gaze surveyed the room, each guest a potential pawn in his growing game of power. "Tonight," Khall declared, his voice commanding the attention of the assembly, "we celebrate our continued dominance over the Republic and the elimination of our foes. But I have something even more extraordinary to unveil." He lifted the small, glowing ISU relic from the table, its light pulsing rhythmically, captivating the onlookers. Whispers of awe and fear rippled through the crowd. This was no ordinary artifact. It hummed with a dark energy that resonated with the ambitions of its master. "The secrets of the ancients are ours to control," he continued, reveling in the attention. "With this relic, we will solidify our power over the galaxy. The Jedi and the Republic will tremble before us." As he spoke, his mind flickered with visions of conquest, worlds under his rule, the Jedi's destruction, and the Templars' rise to unchallenged supremacy. The duality of the dark side thrummed through him, urging him forward. He felt invincible. Yet, in the shadows of the palace, his instincts prickled. The Force was restless, as if warning him of an impending storm. Khall brushed it off, believing himself untouchable. After all, he had fortified his position with cunning alliances and brute strength. But even as he savored his triumph, something nagged at him, a faint sense that an unseen threat loomed closer. The assassins had been a nuisance for too long, but tonight would change everything. Tonight, he would crush them beneath his boot. Khall's thoughts were interrupted by a whisper from a hooded figure in the corner. "Lord Khall, the artifact is not merely a tool, it is a beacon, drawing the attention of those who would seek to claim its power." Khall turned sharply, irritation flaring. "Speak plainly, Zarek. I have no patience for your riddles." Zarek stepped forward, his presence almost tangible in the air. "I sense a disturbance, my lord. The assassins may come for you tonight. We must prepare." Khall laughed, a deep, sinister sound. "Let them come. They will find only death." The moment hung heavy in the air as the crowd buzzed with excitement, unaware of the impending danger. Khall raised the relic higher, its light illuminating the dark corners of the room. With this relic, I will have unlimited power.
Thank you for joining me on this journey through the galaxy far, far away. If you enjoyed this tale, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode. For more exclusive content and to support the channel, check out my Ko-Fi page at ko-fi.com/tales from the Holocron. May the Force be with you always.